E1 Youth. We're in the game.
How do you feel about what you've accomplished since you've been home?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I tell the truth of this story. I was out there in the street doing a lot of shit I wasn't proud of, and I don't glorify it because anybody that knows me know I never really talk about it. But now that I'm free, I'm successful in my own right. I'm happy. I'm proud of myself and my accomplishment because I came from nothing. I used to be out here fucking up. I mean, I was so broke that I was selling plasma out of my left arm, and I got a permanent mark right here from selling that plasma, where I used to eat at a food bank. I got down on my hands and knees and I prayed, and I said, this is the prayer I said, God, let me be able to do something I love and make the same money I used to in the street without having to carry a gun. And that's the exact prayer I said, and it came true. It didn't come through right away. I gave myself 3 years, and it happened. It took me to be in some of the darkest spots and positions to realize that at times you're going to be alone. But that's how you know the true test of your character as a man, whether or not you can withstand that firestorm when you're going through all that shit by yourself. And since then, I worked hard. So God didn't let me down because I worked hard. So every step I took towards him, he took two towards me. So I'm blessed and I'm thankful. But one thing I don't do is cheat myself. I never slack off on what I do. I work 7 days a week again, which I did for 7 years. I started taking off a couple of years ago, working 6 days a week. But now I'm back on a 7-day grind. I'm happy. I'm blessed. Now I can make my mother proud. People don't call to say, Quick is on probation again. He's been locked up again. I can call my parents and say, hey, I'm going to send you some money. You need something, I got you. I'm going to take care of y'all. So I feel thankful, but I really don't take no credit for my success because I know my heart is pure on what I do. This DJing shit I love. It's taking me around the country and out of the country. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that was going to happen. It allowed me to buy things and pay cash. Y'all see this?
Wait, hold
this
on.
come from DJing. This ain't come from no robbing, stealing, no dope selling. This come from DJ.
All right. Since you said that, let them know what you do.
I'm gonna explain my success part. I'm gonna just tell you. I used to do certain things, and this is how I came up. I used to deal with TJ's DJs. You know what I'm saying? Help T-Pain break. Also, he got a new artist, Bob, hit record. You know what I'm saying? I came to him, said I wanted to get back into DJing. He gave me 600 records. Well, I started practicing in my house, 15, 17 hours a day in between doing other shit in the street. They laughed at me. Like, damn, you put it out there. My weed man want to be a DJ. They laughed. I said, all right, cool, but I knew it was in my heart. I said, I'm going to give myself 3 years. It don't pop and make some other move. I cut hair. Crazy with the clippers. Nasty barber. Shit started moving. Happened. My name is Superstar J Quick. I'm the one that's responsible for making Gucci the hottest dude on the street. I got on the road with him in 2007. First show we did was Birthday Bash in Atlanta. The 12th anniversary, 20,000 people in Phillips Arena. Shut the spot down. They said, Quick, we gonna ride with you. I'm on the road with him. We making mixtapes, no pad, no pencil. Guapaholics, Traptacular, So Icy Boy, Dis 1 and 2. Took this man from 10,000 a show to 40,000. So when he get out, he gonna be at 60 G's a show. I did for him what niggas in the A couldn't do for him, which is took him over the hump, made him hot enough in the street where commercial radio and other people got on this man. And this all came from DJing. I made sure my heart was pure. I worked harder than anybody. Took my CDs all over the country, up and down the highway, on and off the airplanes, you know what I'm saying, in the concourse, passing them out all over the country, on the internet, hand to hand. For years I did this to make my name. And there I can go sleep at night because I don't do nothing dirty. I don't do shit illegal. Everything is mine, paid for, off of DJing, something I love to do. I make my own way, and I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of myself for saying, okay, enough of the bullshit. Because sometimes when you're in your darkest hour, people don't give a fuck about you. They'll abandon you unless they your real people. And I learned that the hard way. But I knew from being in the street life that that's the game. So I ain't never cry about that. I took the lumps, bumps, and bruises and a lot of falls just like a lot of niggas do. Some niggas don't bounce back. I was in some bad situations, life or death. Owing niggas a gang of bread, not having no bread to re-up, droughts, all that shit. Niggas think that's cute. It's not. It's a trap. It's a trap. Trust me. I escaped with my life out of situations where I should have died. Should have been in jail for a long fucking time. But God bless me. So I'm going to be an example to other people. If I can do it, you can do it. Because I'm a smart dude, just had to make a lot of bad choices
Yeah.
that I thought was right at that time to get out of some fucked up situations. So I'm living proof that if I can turn my shit around from being on 8 years probation out of my life, where the motherfucker come to my house, come to my job, knocking on my door, slipping cars into there, yo, you gotta come in. You know what I'm saying? Being in jail, you know what I'm saying? Giving blood. Now they got my DNA, my fingerprints, face, all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's some shit you don't want to get fucked up with. So these motherfuckers gonna know me no matter what.
That's
Cause
right.
what? That DNA gonna betray me.
Yeah.
I can say I ain't somebody. They draw my blood, it's in the system. They got my fingerprints in the system, my face in the system. So I ain't going nowhere. Only thing I can do is make sure I fly right and be an example to other people, man.
Okay,
So
okay.
I just tell people out there, be smart about what you do. Have your plan, stick to your plan, and work your plan, and never give up on what you're doing.
Okay.
Trust me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. 'Cause I was a hard head at times. Dumb, buying expensive clothes, getting high, getting drunk, tricking off bread with the hoe. So I said, fuck it. One time I went to visit my peoples, I took $1,500, bought me some turntables, a mixer, a sampler, and some records. And said, fuck it, I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not buying these overpriced fucking clothes, and I'm not tricking with no fucking hoes. I'm gonna be serious about what I do. And since then, I done invested over $200,000 in myself and what I do. That money got to bounce back.
Say that again.
I invested over $200,000 in myself and what I do.
And yourself.
In myself.
And yourself.
You can't get nobody to invest no money in you, and you ain't got nothing in yourself, because people ain't gonna be the only one to take a loss.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, at the end of the day, it's about money and it's business.
Yeah.
People not gonna put no money into nobody that don't have no money in them.
Exactly.
And you got to be able to show them that you working with something. People help you do what you do bigger. They not gonna save you from failing. That's the best thing.
Say
I
that
can
one
say.
more time, homie.
People only help you do what you do bigger. They are not going to save you from failing.
That's love.
You know what I'm saying? That's real talk.
So one time this DJ Quick.
That's right. Superstar J Quick, a.k.a. DJ to the Stars, Mr. 850-212 KWIK. That's me all day.
That's right, coming live from E1, top of the line. Now
E1 Youth. We're in the game.